Hey, Ella, thank you for your patience, my friend. Just getting to your question. So, Ella asks, I need to change my question again. Lol, that's totally fine. Um, it's been a confusing time. Ultimately, my issue is that my conditions are largely trusting, mainly trusting myself, lack of confidence, and skepticism. So, whenever experience is fully accepted and I realize that there is nothing to remember or learn, pervasive feelings of ego that try to retake control arise. It's like, how can you just accept you have shit to do? Yeah, you're absolutely right to think that. You do have shit to do. Um, this makes it feel like I'm not allowed to let go. And I know that feeling has no power and is just something that appears in consciousness. This is just gaslighting. This is spiritual bypassing and spiritual gaslighting. I know that the feeling has no power, and it's just something that appears in consciousness, but something still doesn't feel right. This is called I know syndrome. I know syndrome. It starts off with saying I know, and it ends with a but. It starts off with saying I know something, but then I go and completely contradict it afterwards. So we have to realize we might have known something to be true, but currently now we don't. So what happens is if we say I know this, but this seems to happen, in this moment, clearly we don't know it. Otherwise, there would be no but, you see? So what we need to do then is come to an openness of clarity that we do not know. Because if we did know, in the moment we're saying that clearly we are having a conflict with it, we don't actually know. So the only way we will know is if we come to such an openness that we are willing to accept that we have no idea, that we in this moment do not know. And from that level of openness, can we be ready to explore our experience and therefore know if that is what's going to happen, you see? So this is called I know syndrome, and that is how you kind of resolve that. You have to bring yourself back to openness. It's like I'm on a cliff. We call the cliff distrust. And when as I'm falling off this cliff and into liberation, a bunch of arms of distrust try to grab me and pull me back up. It's like my ego demands evidence for allowing myself to accept, but so far it seems like no evidence is enough to satiate it. Is this a result of a lack of understanding? So you're trying to find a state of mind. Your separate self is trying. Your tendency is saying, I need evidence, something physical, something has to phenomenally change in my experience for me to be free. I need a different state of mind. I need a different state of body. I need a different state of world. Something needs to have changed in my state of mind for me to then to accept my freedom. Um, so I would not recommend doing this bypassing. It's just appearing in consciousness. This does not work. It's not just appearing in consciousness. It's something that has to be genuinely addressed. So you are doing two things. You're seeking a state of mind, and you are gaslighting yourself with prior knowledge to prevent yourself from further understanding. So you're basically saying, I already know this. I don't need to worry about it now. It's just appearing in consciousness. I already know the truth. But, like you just said, I think I'd still like to get to the bottom of what this distrust and acceptance is. In other words, but I'm still suffering to some subtle degree. There is still suffering there, and I'd still like to get to the bottom of this. Why would you like to get to the bottom of this? Because you still aren't happy with your current state of mind. So notice these little mind things that are going on. You see, notice these patterns. That's all you need to do right now. Is just notice that. Notice that your tendency is to seek for a state of mind. Notice that you are gaslighting yourself with prior knowledge that you think you've had, and then allowing that to prevent you from actually genuinely exploring your current experience. The goal is to be capable of exploring your current experience as openly and as freely as possible. And you can't do that with I know syndrome because you will perpetually not explore your experience. You will say, oh no, I know better than this. I know this from the past. This shouldn't be happening right now. Therefore, I will not accept it. You see? This is essentially what that pattern is. So it's definitely wise to not ignore the but, and to not bypass it with saying that I know. So lack of confidence and skepticism. What I would do is your lack of confidence is like you're putting an importance on like having a certain state of mind. It's almost like you're skeptical because what if you haven't achieved what you think you've achieved? There's nothing to achieve. So you need to go into the adventurous. You need to go to the adventurer mode. There has to be a phase where you stop caring about enlightenment, you stop caring about um, your state of mind, and you start caring about truth. You start exploring truth. I am not. I am in no different. When I was sitting talking to Rupert, asking him questions about the nature of thoughts, consciousness, the nature of reality, where I existed, and I was in a complete adventurous state. I was in a complete adventurous state, pure curiosity, passion, interest. You can see it in the videos that I was speaking to him in, and I was still kind of like I wasn't. I was still sitting, at the foot, so to speak, of the teacher. But I'm in the same place that I was then as I am now. I'm just on the other side of the computer. There's no difference though. I'm still exploring experience. I'm still not, I still don't care for having achieved a state of mind. I'm just exploring. I'm open. I'm curious. I'm playful. The only difference is now is that I'm no longer trying to understand what I am. I am simply exploring what I am. And I recommend that for everyone because from that point of view, you don't even notice your freedom take place. It takes place without you even noticing. That's the best place to be. You don't want to keep on noticing. When am I going to be free? When am I going to be free? Oh, is this the moment? Is that the moment? Did it happen? Did it not happen? Take away this. You're putting super importance on it. You have to make the truth normal. You have to make this accepted by your nervous system, and you have to stop trying to find it. You see? Just start living it. Just start living it. Stop caring about skepticism. Will people think I'm free or not? Am I going to do so? Just forget about all that. You're having over thoughts about whether it's okay to be free or not. It's okay to be free. And if one day you make a mistake, something happens that denies the fact that you're free, that's fine. That will naturally happen. Your process of freedom will look like freedom, not freedom, freedom, not freedom, and gradually over time it all irons out. You see? So take the importance away from having a certain state of mind. The path doesn't look like unfree, unfree, free. It looks like unfree, free, unfree, free, unfree. A realization of my freedom, unfree, free, unfree, unfree, free. It's just like it's on and off. It always has been on and off. But on an ultimate level, we've always been free. And there is a moment where you will realize you've always been free. And then the seeming level of ignorance that takes place, um, you kind of relapse, but it doesn't matter at that point. It's like it's not the same relapse as before. It's like you just do not care. You just don't care. You care on a level of you have an integrity to match and align yourself to true love and understanding, but it's like it's no big deal. You see, you want to get to that place. From that place, there's really um, there's really no better place to be. So yeah, that's what I recommend. I hope this is helpful, Ala. Thank you so much for the question, man.